My name is Adrian, and I wanted to tell you why I got rid of my wife of 10 years and then found a new girlfriend that is much younger than her. It all started about 2 years ago when I realized I wasn't happy in my marriage. My wife always complained and criticized me, and to make things worse, she'd gained some weight and wasn't as attractive as before. Meanwhile, at my work, everything was going great. I had just received a promotion, and we had an intern that was directly reporting to me. Her name was Joanne. She was only 18 back then, but we got along so well. I liked how she treated me with so much admiration, like I was someone special. But when I got back home, my life turned dark again. My wife told me to bring out the trash or clean up the bathroom, but there was no love or joy between us. Meanwhile, I started to obsess about Joanne and thought about her constantly, even when I was laying next to my wife in bed. I knew things needed to change, and I told my wife I wanted an open relationship. When she said no, I got so angry and I said I wanted a divorce because she had become a fat Grinch. I immediately regretted what I said, but the damage was already done, and my wife was crying. To make things worse, I'm not very good at saying sorry, so I just packed my stuff and left. Of course I felt bad afterwards. I never wanted to hurt my wife, and I wasn't sure if I had only broken up with her so I could date Joanne. Well, the next day at work, I asked Joanne out on a date. She got really excited and said, "Of course I want to go out with you." "But I thought you were married." "Yes, but I'm in the process of getting a divorce, so I'm free to do whatever I want," I responded. I can't describe how good it felt to be free again, and dating Joanne was the cherry on top of the ice cream. She had so much youthful energy and we were always having a good time. But meanwhile, my wife kept on contacting me, saying she wanted us to try again. It got so annoying that at one point I wrote back to her saying, "No thanks, I've already found someone new. She's in good shape and appreciates me." Wow, I can't believe I said that to my own wife. I treated the person I once loved the most like dirty trash. But what I didn't expect was what my wife did next. She somehow found out who my new girlfriend was, and when I went on a picnic with her, my wife stormed up at us screaming, "I know who she is. Your girlfriend has been sleeping around with everyone when she was in high school." Apparently, my wife got so mad about me dating an 18-year-old girl that she contacted Joanne's old high school friends to dig up dirt on her. Wow, I'd never seen my wife so mad before. I realized that our divorce had taken a big toll on her because she looked so exhausted and old. That day hit me hard, but I was able to forget about my wife by spending time with Joanne. It was so much fun to spend time with her in the beginning, but after a few weeks, I got bored of her too, and we broke up. Weirdly enough, right when I left Joanne's building and crossed the street, I got hit by a car. It was a serious accident, and the doctors had to keep me in an artificial coma for 2 whole days. When I woke up, I saw my wife. I was too weak to say anything, but I couldn't believe anyone would still love me even after I had caused them so much pain. The next days, laying in the hospital gave me a lot of time to think. I came to the conclusion that the reason my marriage had been a disaster wasn't my wife's fault, but my own fault. Because in our first year of being married, everything was great. We always helped each other, and I was so in love that I didn't even notice my wife had any flaws. But in our second year, I forgot our anniversary for the first time, and I also stopped saying I love you, and those small things are so important. So, once I could walk again, I immediately went back to my wife and asked her for forgiveness. I promised to treat her again like I did when we first met. And luckily, she accepted my apology. Today, I'm petrified of destroying my relationship again, so I'm always buying her flowers and telling her how much I love her, because I think that's what a relationship is all about. It's about giving and caring. It's not about taking and wanting.